Have you always been a technical guy or you jumped from the other fence?
I'm not a technical guy. I'm not an engineer. By background, I'm actually a graduate of agribusiness from Los Baños. No? But I guess my first involvement or early involvement in the energy sector was when I was part of the valuation, financial valuation team that did the valuation for National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, and I was part of the Razon Group that did the due diligence, and which eventually became the who won the concession for National Grid Corporation of the Philippines. So that was my first, I would say, entry. I mean,
entry point was
entry
sa
point
energy.
sa energy. And well, as everybody knows, we operated NGCP for about a year, and there was this there was this corporate challenge that happened, and from there we actually left NGCP, and because of that I ventured into power generation naman. And this one was with another company, and we actually built and operated the 135 megawatt plant in Concepcion, Iloilo. So from transmission, I went into generation, and I was operating it as the president CEO for how many years until the one day, Mr. Razon asked me, if we could also look into Iloilo for distribution.
Pero the role that you had at NGCP,
Yes.
being the new company that operated the grid, mataas ka agad eh.
Actually, I became the special assistant to the president.
Yes.
At the same time, I was handling the corporate
With Mr. Brown, di ba?
with
As
Dr. Walter Brown. Yes, and it was more of a staff position, being his special assistant. So from there, of course, I was able to also have a bigger, look at the bigger picture of the industry.
Yes.
So there I understood well the role of the generators, the role, of course, of NGCP, and the role of the distribution utilities, in the whole context of the industry. And I saw that the energy sector is for one, it just keeps on growing.
And you've fallen in love with the sector
So
after
much,
that.
so much in the sense that especially ito ngayon, lately, when the market is changing so fast. Technology actually is also improving so much. At the end of the day, it is looking for the right balance on what is it that we could offer to the consumers. Because at the end of the day, of course, I mean, the investors have to get their the returns. But at the end of the day, all of this actually means service to consumers. And in my case, the reason why probably I'm so much in love with the industry is because of the so many changes that's happening. Even sa regulatory
environment
globally, the financial, and at the end of the day, you balance, you see if what can be the optimal balance of all of these factors, which still at the end of the day, which should be good for the consumers.
Yung nuances lang ng supply chain, because you've said you've been to all. Nag-transmission ka, generation, and now distribution.
Yes.
Ano dun yung madali for you? Ano yung mahirap?
Actually, if
The
you ask
challenges.
me, mas madali sa akin would actually be generation. Because ang mahirap lang naman sa generation is putting it up. Making sure that you're on time, making sure that it is on budget. But once it is operating, and probably that's also the reason why I left the generation part is because
Walang
once
challenge?
it's operating, yes,
Yeah,
oo, no?
parang stable na.
Stable na. And I found myself actually to be parang at that point, parang naging policeman ako. No? Kasi it's operating well, and then every time may problema, no? Parang naano ka, bakit may problema? Bakit ano to? So, in other words, but of course, at that time, I mean, we were just working on one unit, no, of 135. So parang, ang ano to is, everything was so stable, and then parang wala akong growth na
Yeah.
nakikita at that point. No?
Pero it wasn't a walk in the park because coal yan. So marami
Yes.
ring opposition.
I remember when we were starting pre-development in the area, there was that anti-coal. No?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and
Malakas yung movement na yan.
from here, yeah. But the first challenge, and my challenge actually doon was that, I mean, how do you turn it around? How do you turn
Yes.
around the community? No? And say na, yes, it's coal, but there is such a thing as we call as clean coal. No? There is such a thing as we call responsible,
Development.
yeah, and all of the standards naman are basically specified by the DNR, no? I mean
Yes,
your NOx, your SOx, no, and everything. So which means that if you are able to operate within or below those thresholds, then you must be okay. No? And that was actually the way that we also explained it to the communities. I took it as a personal challenge as well. No? But at the end of the day, we were able to build the power plant in 37 months. The target was 36 months. To be specific, we were just delayed by 1 month and 11 days.
Yeah.
And we were actually below budget by about ₱500 million pesos. The biggest challenge also, no, was that when we were marketing, yun nga, sinasabi nga niya, madali lang yan kasi Excel yan.
Yeah.
So, the time that you go and ask for, it's time for us to sign a PSA, no? And they would say,
Mahal.
magiging mahal yan. I went to the board and asked the board, can I already sign a PSA that's already final?
Yeah.
Hindi na provisional approval. So, well, of course, after so much discussion, the board said, well, if you think you could assure us, no, as the shareholders, that the price, no, I mean, your construction price and everything would be within. So because you're now going to file for a final approval. So I went to those prospective clients and said, well, hindi na tayo provisional approval. Let's file for a final approval. They were saying, are you sure?
Yes.
I said, well, this is the only way. I mean, because I couldn't close anything. I mean, sinasabi nyo, hindi naman ako, ano to. I
ka
don't know
naman expert,
anything
yeah.
about power plants, di ba? So, well, some of them sabi nila, sige, kung yan ang final price mo, then let's sign final approval. No? And even ERC at that time was quite, are you sure, sir?